not have an animal to taking care, right? So what else? In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, cooking, be here on Talk and Talk because it's a place that where I can practice my speaking skills. I really need to improve. So you can see me here every day in other immersions, guys. So I appreciate a lot this time. About the question, how do you believe your mindset influences your decisions on a daily basis? I think it can influence a lot. And I try to be a positive person because when I believe that when you are a positive person, will have a positive thinking, you will attract good things, good vibes. Like, so I try to do it. Sometimes it's hard, I know, but I think it's different when you see only there is a expression in English, but I forgot how to say that. The cup full, right? The glass of water full like that. So it's very important to have a good mindset. And it's help us when you need to take some decision, of course, and being positive help a lot. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. I totally agree with you. I think that um, it's influenced since the moment that we woke up to the moment that we lay to sleep. So I truly believe that have a positive mindset influence your decisions in your daily. What about you, Camila? Please introduce yourself. And how do you believe your mindset influence your decisions on a daily basis?
Hey, so my name is Camila. I'm 25 years old. I'm currently living Cabo Frio, living by myself now. I've been living alone for about 2 months just. So starting I'm starting learning about how is it. I need to do everything because if I don't do, the things will not happen, especially food. But I work with education. I'm graduated in history, so nowadays I don't give classes anymore, but I'm working in education. About the question, uh, how I believe that mindset influence your decisions, I think that influence 100%. And for me, this is especially a little difficult because in normal, I'm not a positive person, so I need uh, how can I say, um, esforçar, I need to, to, I don't know, preciso me esforçar and to be a positive person, but it's super important, it's not like a coach stuff. You can really see the difference because I think that every day it's a miracle, because not we sometimes can't see how um, the life it's a miracle, and normally uh, we just thinking about when we are sick. So when you start thinking, oh my God, you know, walking is so good. When you go to the hospital, you need to stay there. You start to give a value to the life. So I think it's important to have a mindset. It's not just, oh my God, the life is perfect, the world is perfect, but to see good points in your day. Because if you can see, you'll be crazy. So it's a little hard, but with time, I'm learning how to be more positive person, and this affect um my day and my life. So when I'm not in a good mood, I can't do the things like I like it. for example.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that it's important. We take a time to complain. Sometimes it's good. We need that moment, but we need to take one more step and start to think about the positive side of the things. So sometimes we improve, uh, sometimes things get harder, to make us harder, to make us stuck sometimes. Uh, but I truly believe that we can learn even from hard situations. So it's okay sometimes complain, but we need to move on. And Camila, about the question number three, have you noticed a difference in your results when adapting a
Yeah.
positive or a negative mindset?
Yes, when I was a teenager, uh, I complained a lot about everything all the time. I was that person
Teenagers,
that, yes, I was that person that, oh my God, it's sun, oh, it's a hell, it's raining, oh my God, it's terrible. And I think complaining is normal, and I like to complain sometimes about the weather, especially in Rio, because it's really a hell. Uh, but I noticed that when you're the person that just complain, you complain about everything all the time, people don't want to stay with you. You know, you start to see like, oh my God, that you start talking again, and you have this bad image. So I noticed this and start to thinking about to be grateful about my life, about things, even when things doesn't happen when I like it. So I traded this in therapy too. Why I complain all the time, and yes, I started stop to complain or and things change actually. And I start to think, if I complain, will things change? So there is no why I'm wasting my time just to complain instead of do something to change that reality. So when I start with this mindset, I just stop to complain like, oh, it's hot. Yeah, I can't change the weather, so I need to do something better, like turn on the air conditioner, and that's it. So I think when you start complaining all the time, um, and you have a positive mindset, you can pass through the things with more energy. You don't, and I feel that how can I say, energy, when you start to complain, it's appear that everything become a craze, you know, attract you is like Andrea said, you start to attract bad things, bad people, bad feelings. So when I don't know how this will explain. For me it's God, I don't know. But when you see the life for the other perspective, it's like things will be more, how can I say, uh, light, for example.
yes, and be surrounded those people, but it's also important. I think that, as you said about people who complains a lot, I think that there is a hard energy around them. I don't know, but it's not good be every time around one person that just complain about the life, about the weather, about everything. So okay, you just complain. Who the hell we will do with that? So move on. Let's change something. So if you are not happy, um, I don't know, in your job, go to another one. You need to study. You need to improve uh your LinkedIn. So You know, just complain will not solve the problem. Uh, Andrea, what about you? Do you notice some changes when you change your perspective from negative to positive?
Yes, guys, and I totally agree. I think complaining it's something that uh we don't we don't need to do it, but I have to confess that I am a person that loves complaining, right? I love complaining about the weather. Oh, it's so hot today. Oh my gosh, it's raining. But I don't know, it's a way, sometimes it's a way that I find to put my stress out. I don't know if it's like it's it for you guys. Sometimes I just needed to complaining because to feel better, right? Okay, today I am not so good. I want to complain about everything, you know. But I agree that if you do it every time, people will stay far away from you, you know, because you became a very boring person, you know, not so attracted to stay with the others people. So, yeah, we need to have this balance. Even though I like, I try to have this balance because I know that it's not a good thing to do. And I totally agree. I think when we have, as I said before, when we have a good mindset, uh, I don't know, I believe that it makes us feel more confident, you know, and when you feel confidence, you feel you face the fear. Sometimes you are afraid of something, but because the lack of confidence, but if you are a confident person, you will face that, you know, even you are afraid, no, I can do it, so let's go. And it's because your mindset, you need to prepare yourself to be able to do this kind of things, you know. So I think it's really important, makes all the difference, of course, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And things changes every time. So so you need to follow those changes. Um, for example, I work with technology and Ray works in a restaurant. So everything changed every time. Technology in a restaurant. Last week we talked about entrepreneurship. So Andrea talked about create her own restaurant or her own pizzeria. So it's necessary to follow those changes. Otherwise, we will just, okay, you are not necessary anymore in your work, in your personal life. So it's it's the better thing to is changing. Um,
And I think just to add, Leo, and I think if you accept everything, you know, oh, it's okay, I will do it, but not without perspective of life, you will just survive in this place, you know. You are not living, you are just surviving. So it's boring. Can be really boring.
yes, and uh, talking uh, about changes. There are some people who do not changes and other people who change a lot. So, Camila, how do you see the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset in relation to your professional and personal results?
Uh, I think that's our work, you know, about what's the question again? Just a minute. I think you can change, you know, your mindset. Uh, Actually, what is the question? The number 3 or 4?
Five. I just skipped
Okay.
some questions.
Uh, I think that you can see uh mm, yeah, about the work, professional work. Just a minute, guys. My notification computer, it's a little strange. I will stop. Just a minute.
No problem.
Okay. About this difference and the between the fixed, I read the book actually about the mindset, blah blah blah. So about I treated this in therapy because sometimes I think that we have a concept in our mind that started in the past. For example, when I was in the college, I studied for go to university, and my college was had actually a pre prepare, the students for go to the college, do the vestibular, and I put in my mind that I was dumb, that I couldn't go, and I studied hard, and I had difficulty in do exams, for example, to prepare, and I put this in my mind. So it's you need time to understand what happened and at the same time prepare to change this. So when you need to actually know yourself, and this is a very difficult. You need to have a patience, to have a time to understand some behaviors, some patterns in your behaviors. uh, so it's super important to know yourself to change that pattern that just happen in every moment. For example, I read a recent book with the name is Medo de Dar Certo. It's about a book that a writer that have a podcast, and he noticed this kind of behavior, and that how can I say como se diz, peraí, autossabotagem. So you need to understand this to change your mindset, because everything you can do everything. For example, oh, I'm not good at the sports. So if you try sport and if you go to the, I'm not a good running. So if you go to the gym, you'll be with time you'll be good. So we have this fixed idea about everything. I'm super good this, or I'm not good. I never win something. So this it's a very difficult, because this puts in a block in our life, and you can't go ahead. So about the professional, it's the same idea. For example, you're not you work in not a good job, and you think, oh, I can't have a better job, so I stay here, and you just stay there. You can't go ahead. So it's a complicated, a fixed mindset, but you can change this.
Yes, and it's interesting to see that some people said, for example, oh, I'm not good at running. You are not good at like using both. So what is your example to not good? Because sometimes okay, you are not good like him, and basically, I think you will never be actually. So you are true, you are right. But you don't need to be like him. You just need to practice some physical activities because it's good to your health. So you do not need to be the best running of the world. So come on, stay calm. Andrea, it's up to you.
Yes, I was thinking about this question, guys, because I consider myself a person that don't like so much changes. I like to do the same thing, you know. I'm a little methodic, I think. But it doesn't mean that I am open, that I am not open to change. The opposite. I am really open to change because the life it's made of changes, right? Every moment we something can change in our life. So we need to adapt ourselves on it, and we need to accept, even though it sometimes is difficult. We need to accept there is no other uh, way to follow. You know, just need to follow the changes. But I believe, guys, that it's really important to have this open-minded, right? Because there are many people that don't have, oh, I don't like changes and I will stay like that for the entire life. And maybe they can be a really problem, the life of these people, because maybe the people will, this guy will not improve all the parts of their lives, right? Not just professional, but uh, personal too, I believe. So we needed to be open in this kind of things. And we grow because of this, because we are open to accept a lot of changes and also take risks, right? Sometimes, for example, when it comes to change your job, I am good. I am really well in my job, but if someone, uh, if I have an opportunity to go to another place, why I cannot try, you know? Because sometimes we think, oh, I will stay there for my entire life, but it's necessary to thinking about your growth. And sometimes we are afraid to take risks. No, I am in this place. I am working here for 10 years. Oh, I will not take this risk to go to another job. And if I don't like to the job, this kind of thoughts, you know, as Camila said, like sabotage you all the time. So the syndrome imposter, like you are not good on that, you are not good on it. So we need to put this feelings, this thought far away from you and go ahead, you know, take this risk. You need to try, even try once, right?
Yeah, definitely. And we are here, for example, talking in English. And there are many people who said, so, um, I do not speak English. This is not for me.
Even
Uh,
try, not try, right?
yes, and okay, but what happens? Uh, to me, it's basically changes to uh, I'm not. Uh, it's hard to learn English to me. It changes to I'm not capable to learn English. So when you consider yourself as a person that's not capable to learn something, so I think there's a problem here because okay, you are able to learn something. It can be hard, it can be difficult, but okay, it will take time, but you will improve your English. So I think there are people who just gave up.
Yeah, Leo, and I like that you said because I was thinking sometimes we want to be the best one. Oh, I want to speak in English, but I want to be the best in speaking English. I don't want to people uh see me making a lot of mistakes like that, you know. And then it's better for you to say that you are not able to do it, but you are. You just are afraid to expose yourself sometimes. I believe that's it, the main problem, you know.
Yes. We can discuss a little bit more about it, talking about the question number 4. How do you usually handle challenges or obstacles in your life? And I will ask to Andrea answer that because today she shared a photo of in London. So I don't know if you had experience before in in the countryside talk with uh need to talk every time in English. So how was that for you? How was this challenge for you?
Yeah, it was a big challenge, Leo, and I am really proud of myself, guys, because my first trip abroad was in 2018 when I went to Italy, and I could communicate myself there in English. I didn't have this English that I had now, guys. Because of this trip, I start studying English again, because I thought, oh, I want to travel more, but I need to be prepared for that. And in Italy, I had many problems, of course, but I could communicate myself because Italy, it's a place that don't have English like your mother tongue, right? So when I went to London, to Liverpool last year, I was so confident because I am studying. I am here on Talk and Talk every day. I am practicing my speaking skills since 2019. So no, I am now. I will apavorar. Oh my gosh! When I got there, I realized that I needed to study for the entire life, right, guys? Because the accent it's really difficult. Everything it's difficult, but at the same time, I am really proud of myself because I could handle my fears. You know, I was there. I faced the fear. I communicate myself, and it was amazing. I have to say that even though I have a lot of problems, of course, we are in another place that don't speak our language. So, but I am really proud of myself. Yeah, because I did great.
Yeah, and this is really important to say that there are situations that happens on the daily life. Uh, so last year I went to New York, and at the first moment when I arrived in New York, I need to have my breakfast. And I was in a cafeteria, and the receptionist asked to me, "What kind of bread do you like? Hot, um, like with grains. There are 10 types of
Types.
bread, so how the hell I will respond that? So, and what type of cup do you want? Hot, cold? Uh, what kind of milk do you want? And Jesus Christ, just what I count.
Yeah.
So there are some situations that happens just in the real lives. It's interesting.
It sometimes depending on the way that you see that, right? Because in that time you could give up. No, I don't want nothing, but you face that. Your challenge in that time. So this is the importance.
Yeah. And what about you, Camila? Have you ever faced a hard situation in English?
I went to New York uh, 10 years ago, and that time I was teenager, so I didn't speak English uh, in a good way. But yeah, happened this New York, so it was about the pizza. So, and I don't know what happened, but the pizza was with a lot of things that I didn't like, but I ate it the same way because it was so fast, when you go to the fast food, like Spoleto, you need to choose everything. And there was a lot of people there, and I was just, oh my God, I want that. And I pay without thinking a lot. But I want to go abroad next, no, uh, ano que vem, forgot the word.
Next year.
Last year. And I think that will be good. Actually, I went to go to London, so I know that the accent it's terrible. But yeah, I think that will be good. And the important is that I'm there, you know. If I say something wrong, doesn't matter. I will spend in euros, so I need to enjoy the moment. And the important it's we don't need to be afraid, you know, because I think that we Brazilian have this complex about talk perfectly, about the accent, and this is important, you know. I think that when you're studying a language, it's important you say clearly and blah blah blah. But when they came to here, they don't speak one word in Portuguese, and everything happen normally, you know. There is always someone that happen, and the Brazilians everywhere. So you probably know I'm Brazilian there, or you can use a Google Translator. So the important is you are speaking, you're there. So uh, I think that's it. You don't be afraid of speaking because you just you learn in the practice. My good father, madrinha, a good mother actually, she went to Italy to live there some years ago, and she started learning Italian just living there, and now she lives in England, and she didn't know any word about English, and now she talk, you know. So you, uh, it's different when you learn when you go to a place and living there with that language. It's difficult, but your brain starts to thinking faster. Then you just, oh my God, I will study the grammar every day. So study the grammar, it's important because, but if you don't say any word, if you don't expose yourself to the language like we're doing here, you just know about the rules. You can practice this.
Yes, definitely. And there um those are different exercises. So okay, we're here practice, but when we talk about vocabulary, um about the rules, about the grammar, it's other way to study. This is another way to get better at this. So okay, both are necessary, but both are necessary. So you need to study both. Uh, and uh, Andrea, how do you adjust your mindset to achieve a better results both in your personal and professional life?
Oh God, this is the difficult part sometimes, right? Because there it's not the all it's not every day that we are in a good mood, that we are a positive person, you know, that we think, oh, everything is gonna be all right. No, of course not. Sometimes you are afraid of something, sometimes you are sad, sometimes you don't know do anything, you know. So adjust your mindset. It's can be really hard. And I try, guys. I try to, for example, I try to thinking about the things that I want to achieve. Like I am here studying English, of course, because I love English. I love English, and I want to travel. I want to have great experience communicating myself in another place. Okay, of course, I want to find a job where I can speak in English every day. It's a dream for me. But I try to, when I am not so good and when I am not in a mood, oh, today it's a beautiful day. No, today is not a beautiful day. I try to put it on my mind. What? Thinking about the thing that I want to achieve, right? Oh, what are you doing it? Because of this, because of that. So try to focus on what you want, and everything can change because you will put more effort to to get better, to think in a positive way. So I think it's a great tip. I don't know, it works for me. Of course, it's hard, as I said before. Not every day we are in a good mood that the life is a fairy tale. No, it's not that. But I think it's necessary to try do it, right? To have a good mindset.
Yes, and sometimes it's necessary to have at times to have a break to to rest, or sometimes we are not in a good mood, and that's okay. It doesn't mean that we gave up of our dreams, of our goals. We need to sometimes take a breath.
Yeah, I agree, Lau.
What about you, Camila?
Yeah, I think that sometimes they're not in a good mood, and we need to respect this. No, for example, today I actually yesterday also, and today I I'm not working this week. I'm waiting for my new because I started this work, but not started at all. So I'm just waiting for the next meetings to really start the work. So during this time, I need to work to study for Conquer that I will do, concurso. But I'm not good, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling happy yesterday and today. So my mindset was terrible. I'm thinking I want to complain. I wanted to do anything. So I respected this because I'm not good for do this. So I can't respect this for all my life, just oh my God, stay freezing. So, but I give me a time to pass with this, to think I'm not good because of this. I need to think, I need to rest a little, to watch something on Netflix, to eat some candies and chocolate. And after this, I need to sit and to start studying again. So sometimes we just need to take a breath, and organize things because when you don't respect your body and your mind, this will be a problem. So I think that sometimes we need to respect our moments and our bad mindset because we're not a robot, we are human. So to be human, it's pass with this stuff. So I think that's it. I'm not a romanticized. Oh my God, everything's perfect. My life's perfect. I'm living, so I need to be a positive person. No, sometimes you just not good at the moment, and that's it.
Yes, sometimes it's happened, and we need to know how to deal with that. We need to wait um, this moment to end. That's okay. And yours, I don't know you, but I remember when as I said at the beginning of this conversation, I went to Beyonce's concert, and it was the best day of my life. And after that, my life changes, because I started to feel more confident. So, watch Beyonce's concert was the top one goal of my life. So, so basically, I achieved it, that I accomplished that goal. So it makes me feel more confident to accomplish other goals. So there was a goal that you have achieved, that you start to feel more positive, more confident after accomplish, um, Camila?
Where is the question?
This is not
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can
it's
you go to your point?
sure. There. Do you know some specific moments of your life that helped you to feel more confident? Uh, that helped to your self-esteem? Like, uh, when I went to Beyonce's concert, it was my top one goal of my life. So after that, I started to feel more confident to achieve my other dreams. And what about you? Are there some moments of your life that you start to feel more confident?
Yeah, actually was in the end of the year. I had my, how can I say, my permission to drive, but my mom never want that I drive her car. So during a long time, I had the permission, but I couldn't drive by myself, go to places. So, when you drive, you need to practice it because it's a complicated, because a lot of factory, no, but a lot of stuff. For example, it's not just you driving, you need to thinking about the others people. And this is so difficult in the traffic because you're learning, you're beginning there, and it's not easy, especially when the car is not automatic, it's a manual. So you need to think faster, you need to pass the marcha, you need to see the others, you need to to put the seta. So it was difficult for me in the beginning, especially when I feel that the others wasn't confident about myself. So I think the horse part is not me, was the others, because I could feel that I could felt that they don't put a lot of hope in me. So I started to do some things wrong, the car just died and I was angry. So I stopped to drive for a while. But the end of the last year, my mother bought another car. So I get the other car and I start to drive. And I put myself in this situation that wasn't comfortable for me. And sometimes you need to put yourself in this discomfortable situation for that to become comfortable. I think this is the point. So this happened with me because I wasn't comfortable driving a manual car. And I just, oh my God, I need to do this because if I don't, we'll never get better. So I started with this and I traveled by myself, drive the car for the other city. So everything get better. And nowadays, I feel super comfortable to drive both cars, manual and automatic.
Braba. Great. Welcome back, Camila, Ribeiro, Erica, and Zelton. So, how was the conversation this morning, Erica?
It was amazing. Thank you, Camila and Elton. I get some good insights from them, and I'm already out voice. So today, that's it all. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Erica. And I hope you get better soon. Uh, and uh, Camila, do you have a situation in your life that after pass for that situation, it helps you to improve your self-esteem, your confidence?
Me, right? Camila Ribeiro, right?
Yes.
I guess all the time, guys. I was talking with Elton and Erica that we can only find happiness in a bad situation after you pass for a bad situation, I believe. So it's almost impossible to grow in a random or I don't know, a calm environment, you know. I know this is like a cliche, but it's necessary.
Yes, we have that same famous phrase, mar calmo não faz bom marinheiro.
Yes, unfortunately, I would like, but
Yes. So guys, that's it. Our time just finished. It was really fast today. I will send uh here the link to our survey. So please answer this survey to me, okay? And one more time, it was a pleasure to talk with you all. I always love to be here talk with you all. So that's it. I hope to see you here again next Friday, okay? And that's it. See you all.
Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
guys. See
Leo.
you.
Bye bye,
Bye bye.
guys.